Y'all are fucking wild. Y'all are fucking wild. I'm cackling. I was cackling during the starting soon. Congrats on getting first, Futaba. Yeah, no, we're not starting a murder. We're trying to solve a murder here. Thank you so very much. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Also, hi Kiwi, how are you, friend? It's good to see you. And hello, Trev. A gooby evening to you too. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I feel like we're gonna give people the wrong idea if we're saying shit like murder buddies in chat here. I'm just saying. I'm gonna just start a murder. Not in this game. We might play Fortnite afterwards, where we will be murdering people. So, technically. So we might be doing that later on in the stream, because I don't know how much more of Tangle Tower we have left. So I have a backup plan of we could play some Fortnite, because I really want to get all the pirate stuff. I want to do all the pirate things. So if Tangle Tower doesn't end up taking too long, we'll play Fortnite for the rest of the stream. That's my plan. That's my plan. Yay, murder. Hi, Sin also says hi. Hi, Sin. I hope you guys are doing well. Oh my goodness. Y'all, it's too damn hot. It's too damn hot where I live, and I can't handle it. I simply cannot handle it. I'm literally overheating. This shirt, it's like, it's a crop top. It's like loose, so it's like, it should be breezy, and I'm wearing shorts, and I'm roasting. I got my fan on full blast. I have my window open, which is why there's this weird thing of light, on the screen. It's from my window being open, but, oh my god. Y'all, stop. My hinges are loose today. I'm gonna tighten those hinges just a little bit. I think we're gonna tighten them just a smidge, just a wee bit. I feel ya. I'm too hot and tired to even get out of my work uniform. I feel that. No, as soon as I got home, because I was wearing different pants, they were like breezy, loose and breezy pants, but even then, like, they're too long. I can't have that much of my body covered right now because it's too hot. Like, I need to have all of my limbs free and as breezy as possible, because it's too damn hot. It's simply too hot. And my PC... What was that for, Futaba? What was that for? What was the purpose of that? I'm very curious. So the heat outside is a lot. My PC does get a wee bit warm. I feel like I need to upgrade and add more fans. Futaba. Simmer down. Simmer down. My PC gets hella warm. So that's also another factor, and then this light shining on me is also another factor. It's so toasty, and I hate it, and I just overheat easily in general, which is really annoying as well. So, you know, all those things. I've completely lost my marbles today. Anyone know where they at? I think I'm in the same boat with you. So, like, if you find them, like, let me know and we can just, like, share them, you know what I mean? We can split the marbles. So at least we have some, you know? We don't need all of them. We just need some, you know, just a couple, just like maybe two or three would be great. Thank you for getting your daily berry, Kiwi. I appreciate that. And hi, Lonnie. How you doing, friend? It's so good to see you. I don't do things for a purpose. I just do. Okay. Okay, Futaba. I'm at the point where I'm done with July and summer in general today. Yeah, no, I can't. I am ready for it to be fall. I am ready for it to be official spooky season. I know we're in, like, summerween times, which are cool, and we love good summerween vibes, but like I would like to have the fall weather right now, not just the vibes, you know? I also want the weather because it's too damn hot. It's too damn hot. Oh, I'm so trigger happy with the noises. I've never had more than 400 points. That sounds about right. That sounds about that definitely checks out. That checks out. I think my marbles on the surface of the sun. Goddamn. Goddamn. I only need some for my interview on Tuesday. You have an interview? Oh my god, exciting. Is it for like a new job that you're super stoked about and hoping to get? Like, what's the interview for, if you don't mind sharing? You don't have to share if you don't feel comfortable sharing. Thank you for coming in to redeem your daily berry, Sin. I appreciate it. What? What?
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello, motherfucker. I'm hanging in there watching some soccer. It's a great day. Hell yeah! I'm so stoked for you. That's awesome. I know I just want an iced pumpkin latte and an apple cinnamon donut already. I don't do lattes. I don't do lattes, but that donut sounds phenomenal. Sounds fucking phenomenal. McDonald's, so not exciting, but I'm only getting 2 days a week at my job right now. That's valid. I get that. My partner only, yeah, it's kind of the same thing. He only works about 2 days a week because they're just not giving him hours because they have a manager right now who's power hungry and just takes all of the hours for himself and then is also not at the store the majority of the time that he's scheduled to be there. So it's great. There's a great environment, but exciting news. Hopefully my partner doesn't mind me sharing. I'm not going to do anything too personal, but he does have an interview for a new job and we're so stoked about it. I'm so hyped. I'm so fucking hyped that he finally has an interview in like a career job and it's big news and we're very excited about it. We're very excited. We're so excited. If only I had a jump scare redeem. Yeah, there's a reason I don't have that. Bonk! Speaking of Septile, hi! Hi, hello, how are you? How are you feeling? Yeah, there's a reason why I don't have a jump scare redeem. There is a reason for that. Granted, some of the audios, mainly in the echolalia roulette, some of them are just really loud. So just the fact of how loud they are, they turn into jump scares. So if you want to take your chance with the echolalia roulette, sometimes we get some jump scares with that just because it's too damn loud. So excited, I'll get more than 10 hours a week. Dude, that's wild. That's wild. Futaba. Stop it. You said when Japan lost in women's soccer, it made it even better. I don't know sports. I'm not a sports person. If I was going to be a sports person, I would be a soccer sports person because I used to play soccer growing up in like the local community that I live in. I used to play soccer, so like that was fun, but I also hated running. Which I'm starting to learn that's like a common thing with people who play soccer is they actually hate running, yet they play soccer, which is I don't know why. I don't know. That's wild. It's amazing, right? I'm so excited. Thank you for the hug, Subtile. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. The closest you get to jump scares? Yeah. Exactly. Another donut to try is blueberry. A blueberry donut. That sounds interesting. I used to do like blueberry bagels and we loved a good blueberry bagel. But donut? That does sound a bit odd. And I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to blueberries. So I won't be able to taste test that, but I could certainly have Septile taste test it, and then we'll get back to you on that. And ads are happening! Fine, I'll wait. It's fine, I'll wait. You are allergic to blueberries? I kinda am. I think I kinda am. Yeah, Septile's the exception to the rule. He does like to run. He's a weirdo. He's a weirdo. But that's okay, because I love him all the same. I'm also a weirdo. So, yeah, I think I am allergic to blueberries, technically. Even though they didn't show up on any of my allergy tests that I took. Nowhere on anything did it say that I was allergic to blueberries. But then when I drank blueberry wine, which is delicious, by the way, if y'all haven't had blueberry wine and you're of age, Make sure you're of age. It's fucking delicious. But yeah, I was drinking some blueberry wine, and then my mouth just all of a sudden started getting tingly, and I'm like, I don't think I should be drinking this. I'm like, I might actually be allergic to blueberries. Fun fact. Basically, in the early days of women's soccer, the two top teams were US and Japan. Oh, okay. Yes, okay, Septal, okay. I have dedicated a part of my memory to your allergies. That's probably a good idea. Granted, I also remember all of my allergies. I know what my allergies are. Does the rest of my family? No. But I know, and you know, and I think that's enough. I think that's good enough. Run with my assortment of chronic illnesses only if I want very expensive vacation. Yeah. I think it's about being mobile than running. Yeah, that's that pent up energy you have because of the ADHD that you probably have, along with autism. No, you can't eat blueberry sadness. No, I know. Tried on my 21st. Hell yeah, do it. It's pretty dang good. I don't remember what the brand of it was. If you remember Septile, let me know. But it was pretty damn good. It was really yummy. And I'm not usually a wine drinker, but like, blueberry wine was pretty damn tasty. It was. Does this where those tests don't show up everything? No, they literally don't. Like, they should. Like, I've had my allergies. I've gotten allergy tests done multiple different points in my life, okay? Because when I was a wee child, I was having very, like, pretty severe allergic reactions to certain things, and we had no idea what was happening. So we got allergy testing done and figured out I was allergic to almost everything under the sun. It was a lot, including garlic, which is why I was called a vampire for a lot of my childhood. It was great because I was also pale and I wore a lot of black, and I was allergic to garlic. So my peers like to call me a vampire, and it was great. It's a great time in my life. But then I was like taking some sort of herbal supplement bullshit that my mom gave me. I was a child, so I just took whatever medication my mom gave me, and a bunch of my allergies went away. So then I didn't have a lot of them anymore. They showed up. The ones that I still had were very like minimal, like not showing up on tests as much, but the main were gluten, dairy, and eggs. Those were always the big three. And then later in life, I was like, I'm curious to see how my allergies are and all of that stuff, because I'm like, I would really like to be able to eat whatever I want again, you know? So I got testing done, and nothing came up on the tests. Is like, you're allergy free. I'm like, that doesn't make sense, but I'll go along with it anyways because I really want to eat this stuff. So I just said fuck it, and I started eating stuff, and then there were very mild reactions, and the reactions that I still have to this day are very mild, but I'm definitely still allergic to some things, and it just doesn't show up on tests, which is fucking wild, and I hate it. Oh yeah, soy is another one. My body does not react well to soy, but that has never once showed up on any allergy tests. So it's fucking wild. Like, at one point in my life, I think I want to do like those fancy like food elimination things to try and figure out exactly which foods your body doesn't agree well with, and like slowly introducing one thing at a time so you can actually figure it out. But I'm not at that point where I can do that right now. But ideally in the future, I would like to do that because I do still have reactions to things, and I don't know what it is that I'm eating that I'm having reactions to. So it's fucking wild. It's wild. Oh, my husband dedicated part of his memory to the few things I will eat. Yeah, no, that sounds about right. That sounds like a partner's job, definitely. I can barely remember my own allergies. Basically, I should be in a bubble. Honestly, sometimes that sounds like more fun than living as an adult in the current state of the world. So, you know, I learned how to free run and parkour in middle school. Yeah, I know. Plan on learn bouldering soon? Why are you calling it bouldering? We're not in the UK or in Canada. Why are you calling it bouldering? We're in the terrible country of the US of A. We call it rock climbing here, Septile. It's rock climbing. The only thing I'm not allergic to as much as I know is any med. Yeah, I feel that, I'm a homebody, I just like to move. No, I know. Allergy test a year ago, my back lit up like a Christmas tree. Yeah, I've had that. I've done the one on my back and I've done one on my arms before. They're so weird. Just allergy tests in general are weird. Because then there's also blood tests. So like there's so many different types of allergy tests. And it just doesn't make sense. It's confusing. I miss sesame oil. No, not the sesame oil. Your fellow could never be a vegetarian because you'd be a malnourished human. Absolutely. And I don't want to be a vegetarian. I love eating meat. I'm an omnivore. I have a lot of veggies, a lot of fruits, and a lot of meat. I don't eat like a lot of red meat. I definitely eat more like chicken and turkey, so more poultry. But like, I love me some good meat. Because I also can't have beans, and the majority of like vegetarian diets heavily rely on beans to get that source of protein, and I can't have beans either. So I can't be a vegetarian even if I wanted to. Boy in the Bubble is a good song? What is that? Boy in the Bubble? Alec Benjamin. I've heard of this guy. No, get out of here, ads.
It was 6:48, I was walking home.
That's loud.
Stepped to the gate and I'm all alone. I had chicken on the plate, but the food was cold. Then I covered up my face so that no one knows. I didn't want trouble. I'm the boy in the bubble.
Ooh.
In trouble. When my mom walked into the living room, she said, boy, you gotta tell me what they did to you. I said, you don't wanna know the things I had to do. She said, son, you gotta tell me why you're black and blue. I said I didn't want trouble.
This is 6 years ago this came out. Never heard of it. That's wild. Damn, okay. that sounds like a bop, definitely. That's what the gym I'd be joining calls. What? Oh, the bouldering, yeah. I heard that. No! Are you actually allergic to pineapple? But you love Hawaiian pizza. But you love pineapple on your pizza. How are you gonna have pizza without the pineapple? Also, how did you figure that out? I'm so confused. Also, I'm a little behind on chat. I'm catching up. Hopefully we'll have a nice biracial female president soon. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I mean, she's not like the best. Like, I'm not super stoked on her, but like she's better than alternatives. You know, like she's not the best person, but she's also better than other ones. You know, we gotta take what we can get at this point. Honestly, we just gotta take what we can get. I've never had an allergy test. Not necessarily. You don't really need allergy tests unless your body like has reactions to things and you're like, oh, this might be a problem. Maybe I should figure out what it is I'm allergic to. But like, if you never have an issue with anything, I think you're fine. I don't think you necessarily need any. Turns out pineapple is not supposed to taste metallic. No, it's not. Subtile, I could have told you that. I very well could have told you that. Why do you eat so, wait. Why do you like pineapple on your pizza if it tastes metallic? I'm so confused. Why do you like pineapple if it tastes metallic to you? Do you like the taste of metal? I'm learning so much about you right now. I'm learning so many things about you right now. Oh my god. I can't. Oh, when it's cooked, it doesn't taste metallic. Interesting. So then maybe you're only allergic to a certain component in it that gets cooked away when it's cooked? Maybe that's the thing? I don't know. Sounds like a TikTok I saw once. What's happening? Also, obligatory plug, because it was in the chat. we are currently looking for new mods. I am only going to have the application open for the next like 5 days, 4 or 5 days, till the end of the month, and I will be closing the application, and we'll do like a cute little announcement stream after I reach out to those people that I pick and introduce all the new mods and everything. But there is still time to apply. If you want to click that Google Forms link, it'll give you all the information about kind of like what I'm looking for when it comes to my mods and all that stuff. But yeah, I just gotta plug that every time. Every time there's so I don't forget. And gluten for filler. What? I feel like I missed something, but I'm not sure. Things are gonna get better is also good. What? Wait. I feel like I'm missing part of this conversation, but I don't think I am. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. What's funny too is that's how a lot of my family described the taste too. But I'm not gonna stop eating it. Subtile, stop it. You're lactose intolerant already, and you ignore that, which apparently is a trend for people who are lactose intolerant. But like an actual allergy, you should probably stop eating that thing. Like you should stop. She's our best option right now. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. So does that mean I'm allergic to pineapple too? You mean the can wasn't old? Dude, Are we just all learning this together? Guys, PSA. Pineapple is not supposed to taste metallic at any point. It's a fruit. It's supposed to be sweet. If it's metallic, something is wrong. Especially if you're eating it and it's not from a can. Definitely should not taste metallic. Definitely not. Granted, I think even in a can it shouldn't taste metallic. I don't know at what point, how much time would have to pass in order for the can to degrade enough inside for it to taste metallic. I don't know the logistics of that, but pineapple is not supposed to taste metallic, y'all. Big PSA. Like to drink black olive juice from the can. I mean, like, I'm okay with black olives every once in a while. You know, if I put them on a pizza, sure, I'll eat them. But I'm not like willingly eating black olives. I really like corn.
What do you like about corn?
It's corn.
A big lump of nuts. It has the juice.
It has the juice. Sorry, we had to do that. Echolalia break. Pineapple juice and raw pineapple taste metallic? No, that's not how it's supposed to taste. Absolutely not. For filler was in reference to not being able to be vegetarian. Yes, okay, thank you. Yep. If cilantro tastes like soap, you're allergic. Does that mean that you're allergic to it? Or is that just, I heard that it was just some people have a different, like, chemical makeup that makes it taste like that. Not that they're allergic to it. But I don't know. I'm not the expert on that. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor, so take the things that I say with a grain of salt, obviously. Cilantro taste isn't an allergy, it's the lack of a gene. That's what I thought. Okay, yeah. I remember Subtile telling me something about that. That's why I'm like, I don't think so. I like the metallic taste. Stop, Kibi. Why do y'all like the taste of metal? Why? Why? If it tastes like soap, you lack the ability to taste cilantro, which is wild. What? It's a gene. I got my overheated brain cells crossed. Yeah, that's fine. I'm anemic. Maybe that makes more sense then, because anemia is a lack of iron, right? So maybe that's why you like it. I don't know. It's fruit, not BDSM. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's wild. That's wild. I think we should start playing the game. I think we should start playing the game. I think this conversation has divulged enough that I think we should go to the game. I do really want to solve this murder, like, real badly. You're a lucky fish? Oh, that thing, yeah, you sent me a video on that. I don't know if everyone knows what that is, Subtile. Just so you know. Okay. Here we are. We're back in it. We're in the basement. I finished this puzzle,
we
yeah?
solved it.
Yes. Okay, and we got all this stuff. It ups every single time. Like, this is too loud. This is too loud, y'all. So much. A little bit more. A little bit more. That should be fine. Okay. This is a candy bowl. A what? It's, Subtitle's gonna be better at explaining it than I am. It's a video that he sent me that there's apparently this, fish that's made of iron in a way, but like not toxic kind. And you cook it, you boil it in water, or you cook it in, different things to kind of infuse that dish or whatever with iron. Yeah, it's called a lucky fish. I don't know where you would obtain that, but that's what it is. And Subtile obviously correct me if I said something wrong about it. I don't know. I don't know nothing. Yeah, there you go. That's okay. I said it right. Also, welcome in, Mason. Thank you for getting your jelly berry. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, in a way, but like not in a harmful way, you know? Okay. Did I already look at everything else? I think I did. Okay, let's talk to her. Let's talk to the secret laboratory.
This is some seriously in-depth research.
Yes, it is.
It's impressive, but it's incomplete. There's a section missing.
Yeah, it's the beetle. It's the beetle that we have, is what's missing. It's the beetle. Yeah. This is what goes there.
So, this is Pointer's secret lab.
Yep.
Definitely seems like he's the one using it.
I guess
Absolutely.
not a lot of people know about the secret entrance.
Right. But if Pointer's the only one who comes down here, why would he need to lock his research in a safe? Who's he hiding it from?
He's just paranoid. Especially
seem
about
pretty
his
paranoid.
golden beetle.
What do you think he's trying to do exactly?
Just putting one in your food is to bless you with good health. Yeah. Look for an Asian international market near it. You could probably also get one online too. Probably. Just make sure it's a legit one and not, like a fake one, so it doesn't accidentally kill you. So yeah, maybe going for the Asian markets instead of online would actually be a better idea. Ignore me. Listen to Subtile. He knows better than I do. Okay. Pointer has been trying to breed the golden beetle in the underground laboratory.
Pointer has been trying to breed the golden beetle in the underground laboratory.
Obviously.
Why?
Obviously.
Because it's rare?
Because it's gold?
Is that it?
I think so. I don't think he cares about entomology any more than he cares about astronomy. He just wants to get one over on Felix. He
Maybe.
can breed his own gold. Suddenly Poppy's inheritance is looking pretty,
Infinite. Might explain
Love
why
a good
we're so
Mad
worried
Lib.
about losing the beetle. Maybe
Oh, the
someone-
putting the clues together, yeah.
might have been Freya after all. We know she was
Could've
trying
been.
to get through the secret door in the garden.
Yeah.
She might not have known what was down here, though. Maybe she was just curious.
Curious, sure. But
Subtile.
likely
Thank you for the
she
biddy.
knew what
I
was
hope you get
going
something
on.
good.
I think we're still missing the bigger picture. There's no way that someone got to the beetle.
That's so loud.
Where-
Oh my god. I turned down lurk bait. That's really loud. Oh, you got a trout. Nice. Nice.
Ready to go down again?
Why did it do again? Did you do another? You did more bits. Subtile, stop it. Oh, did we go down further? Oh, yeah, there was another level down, huh? Wild. Okay. Phrasing? What did I say? What did I say? Tell me what I said. I don't know. I don't know what I said. What's chocolate? Oh no, you got a chocolate. I didn't see that happen. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's one of the cat girls. It's one of the cat girls from Nekopada. That's wild that you got that. I didn't see that, so I'll have to go back in the VOD and see that happen. The green-haired girl said, I didn't hear what she said either. I didn't hear what she said.
It's an old coat rack. Looks thoroughly neglected.
Absolutely.
2 cloaks. And a green hat draped on top for good measure.
Mm-hmm. Yep. A lot of boxes.
Old cardboard boxes.
How exciting.
Probably very moldy.
Oh, but there's more. They're also damp.
Yep.
And empty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do these puddles worry you?
Very leaky.
Why?
That's lake water, but it's indoors.
I see your point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basements don't normally have windows.
Yeah, it's a bit odd.
We're at the bottom of the lake.
A bit odd.
We must be.
Right.
But like, how did they get that window there, you know? How did they get that window there?
But if that's the lake bed, why does it look like that?
Like what?
White, smooth, no plants, no anything. That's not what a lake looks like.
Oh!
Where are we?
Wild. Hold on. I want to
A
look at the rest of
single
the
book on
stuff.
a little makeshift table.
Nintendo! Welcome in. Congrats on redeeming second. Thank you for getting your daily berry. I hope you're doing well, friend. It's good to see you.
This is creeping me out slightly.
Why?
I think it's a children's book.
A children's book? Oh! What? Mistids of the Sea and Sky, a children's picture book. It looks very old. The Ink Dip, an elegant bird with red and white plumage. The Silver Snake, an aquatic reptile with no eyes and a long tongue. The Soul Bearer, a crab with 3 different sized claws. The Amphobe, a frog-like creature walking on 2 legs. That's wild. Also, what is this? Oh! More. Okay, more clues, more clues. Congrats on redeeming a 3rd subtile. Yeah, I know. People still forget sometimes that I have that.
We're too late. This photograph has been stabbed.
Oh no!
Why? By what?
Not sure. Some kind of metal stabbing thingy.
Metal stabbing thingy. Great. That's a spear. A sleek but sturdy metal rod. It has been stabbed into a photograph. The rod has a curved and pointed tip like an arrow or the hand of a clock. This is a rope on the thingy! This is the rope from the thingy! From the real thingy! It's part of the real thingy! Sorry, I just made the connection. I got really excited. There's a small hoop on the back with a short length of red rope connected to it. The metal is perfectly clean and polished.
So what's the photo?
What is the photo? Oh! In frame, but it's slightly damp. The photograph shows a young girl. That's, what's her face? What's her name? Flora. That's Flora. And her father, I assume? Maybe? A large man is sitting next to her. Around them are several red and white birds. A metal object was stabbed into the photo, leaving a hole near the man's chest. Oh. Oh no. That's why I checked it, yeah.
Do you know who it is in the photo?
Okay. I'm not too bad. Just got off work and can chill now. Hell yeah. I hope work wasn't too bad today. Okay. The lake first.
Did you notice how much light this room has? For a room with 1 candle?
It's all coming through the window.
I'm pretty sure lakes are supposed to be darker at the bottom.
Yeah,
not
pretty sure.
lighter.
Pretty
Why
sure.
is there a room down here anyway? And why is it so much older than the
So
rest of
weird.
Tangle Tower?
We still don't really know why people came to live here in the first place.
Mm-mm.
Maybe they just wanted to get rich, like Pointer with his beetles.
I feel like the Remingtons came here for the lake, for what was in it.
It's empty though. More empty than a normal lake would be.
It is now, yeah. Maybe we're too late.
Strange photograph.
This man in the photo, he reminds me of something from
The
one of the
thingy.
clues.
The thingy. The thingy. The painted model.
Felix made a little model of him
Mhm.
for Flora.
Yeah, makes
mhm.
sense when you know who he is.
Lord Remington?
Lord Remington.
Remington. That makes him Flora's father,
Yes.
meaning the girl in the photo is...
Yeah,
Laura.
that's her. See the bird too.
Mhm,
I never
mhm,
would have
mhm,
guessed.
mhm.
Times sure do change.
I don't know. I don't think she looks so different.
There's still so much room for more things to happen. Ah! Okay. What else haven't I looked at up
A
here?
bunch of picture frames, but it's too dark to see the pictures.
It's not too dark. The frames are all empty.
What's this?
There's a roll of paper up there.
I'll see if I can reach it.
Let me guess. Blank.
Unroll it. Oh, it's not blank! Oh, it's the schematics! Misted Mansion. That's what it was called? Oh, secrets. It was understaffed since they're cutting hours. Ugh, I feel like everywhere is cutting hours. What the fuck is happening? What is happening with the world right now? God. So this is what the schematics of the house were initially. That's wild. The aviary, music room, bedroom, grand hall, study, bedroom, storage, library, the rooftop garden. Then they added stuff up here. Huh.
Hold on.
Wild.
Have we been to all of these rooms already?
I think so. Have we not? Maybe not the study?
Study. Wait.
I know what you're thinking. And no, we never went in there.
How did we miss it?
Yeah, where the fuck is it?
The Grand Hall.
What's that thing in the middle?
I think it's that big glass tube.
Yeah.
A bedroom.
Penny's room, I think.
Yeah.
It's the aviary.
Uh-huh.
Music room.
Yep.
A bedroom.
That's
Great.
Fifi's room, isn't it?
Storage.
It's Freya's room. The library.
Rooftop
The
garden.
rooftop garden. Well, that name makes a little more sense in this context.
Yeah. These, oh, can't click those, and then this down
It's the room
here.
above us. The one we were just in.
The laboratory?
Yeah.
That's the room we're in now. It must be.
Obviously.
It's not labeled as anything on these plans, though.
I think it already existed when this was made.
Weird. About all the
That's
rest
the
of
lake,
this.
right? I think that horizontal line might be the water level.
It used to be a lot lower down than it is.
Yeah,
now.
that's what I was gonna say. Wild.
Misted Mansion. North side cross-section. Is it not Tangle Tower?
Tangle
Oh.
Tower. Before the towers?
Mm-hmm. Lore! We're learning lore! It's on
This
fire? Oh
seems
no!
Pretty significant.
Oh yeah, the world? Yeah. The world is on fire, absolutely.
Agreed.
Building plans, a roll of parchment on which the plans for a grand mansion have been drawn. A horizontal line marks where the lake was before, and the second marks where it is now. Okay. The mansion has been built on top of a large structure above the lake, supported by pillars. Freya's room is listed as storage. A room labeled study is in the center that we have not been to yet.
Let's head back up to the Grand Hall. I want to find that last room.
I do too. I do too. Grand Hall.
Whoa. It's dark all of a sudden.
Why is it
How
dark?
long were we down there?
It's a good question.
This must be.
Secret tunnel through the mountain. Secret, 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 secret tunnel. Thanks, subtitle. Thank you for that.
How are we supposed to get up there?
Hang on. It's pitch black, but I think there's a switch.
Ooh, pull it. Pull the lever. A ladder.
Let's look It's somewhere.
The room was marked on the building plans
Yes.
we found.
Yes. No. I know. I clicked the wrong thing. I'm sorry.
A ladder.
Want to go up?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Ooh. The hidden heart. Oh, this is juicy. Oh, what the fuck? Find your way into the secret room? Hell yeah. Oh my god, there's so much happening in here.
Snake?
Worm?
That's the one.
Is that a crab?
It's got a translucent exoskeleton. You can actually see its insides.
Also,
So weird.
crabs normally have 2 claws, right? Not 3?
Yeah, except for the one in the book. In the book.
Yeah. You sure we should be touching it?
Yes, I'm touching it.
Don't you
Absolutely.
think it looks familiar?
I don't remember what it's supposed to look like though. It's ew, that's icky. Oh, that's icky. I'm not a fan. I need to look at the thing again.
This
Can I look at
crab
it?
really- yeah,
Yes,
but
I know.
I've seen it more
I
recently.
know. I know where it is. Shush. Shush, you. Okay. So, it's out, open, up above the head, open, and then to the side, closed. I think. Is that tile? Take it for the biddies. What the heck? Stop it. You're gonna buy my drone later if you're still playing. Okay. You wanna play Fortnite with me later? Maybe? Maybe? If we have time. If I have time. That being said. Okay. Side open, up open, side closed. Maybe? Okay.
Is that a crab?
It's got a
Also, crabs.
Okay. So, like that, and open. You go up this way, open, and then you go there.
Perfect.
Hell yeah. Secret!
What's this?
something somebody didn't want us to find.
Oh, it's a crossbow. That's where all the thingies go. Ah! This is all that's what the rod is to. That's what the real thingy is to, and that's what the small lens is to. They all go together into this crossbow thingamajig. Can I put the pieces together, please?
What is it?
I want to put the pieces together, please. Hold on. Let me first finish exploring
Some
the
kind of
room.
Fish and a bird skull.
Don't get ahead of
That's
myself.
a bird skull. We're talking about a 15-foot bird here.
Well, how about we stop talking about it? Centipede, millipede. How many legs has it got?
Too many.
Way too many.
Those aren't bird cages.
Some of them are disconcertingly large.
At least they're all empty.
You sure
that's good.
that's a good thing?
Question.
Who are all the people in this photo?
We're so big-brained.
Not
Absolutely.
sure. But it
Absolutely.
looks like someone didn't like them very much. Their eyes have all been crossed out.
Oh. Oh. The ambassadors of the Misted Mansion. That looks like Poppy. That looks like Penelope. That looks like Felix. This looks like the pointer guy. I don't know who the fuck this is, but they all look so similar. A photograph in a sturdy wooden frame. It's dusty and looks several years old. A brass plaque at the base of the frame reads The Ambassadors of Misted Mansion. The photo shows 2 women and 3 men wearing a variety of different styles of clothing. All 5 people have had their faces crudely covered with black. Ooh.
That photo is important. I'm sure of it.
Just let me look around
In
first.
any normal room, this thing would be my main concern. In here, though, it barely makes the top 3.
Monsters.
It's
Oh
a
no.
pinboard hung up on one of the chains.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
Oh. Oh. Pinboard. A large central sheet of paper has been pinned to it. 4 lines have been drawn from a gap in the center. A smaller sheet underneath features a drawing resembling the silhouette of a cloaked figure. This looks like, it looks like these drawings. The drawing of Hawthorne. Yeah, that's their name? Hawkshaw, not Hawthorne. Hawkshaw. But I can't put the pieces together, and it's bothering me. I guess I can do it later, but it's annoying.
A wooden stool.
Do those look like scratch marks to you? On the glass?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're on the inside.
They're on the inside? Oh, creepy. I don't like it.
Nice chair.
It's still warm.
What?
Maybe it's just heat from the incinerator.
Maybe.
It's warm?
Coffee table, half-empty wine bottle, lamp left on. I'm gonna say someone's been using this room.
Someone
Absolutely.
complacent enough to leave their notebook lying around.
Yeah, what the fuck? This is the drawing. This is the paper that Hawkshaw's thing was on. Several pages have been ripped out, but a few remain. 5th ambassador located. Finally. Can't say I harbored any optimism, but still somehow disappointed. No better than the rest of them. Took my misted friend into the music room for experiments. It works, perhaps too well. The laboratory was another disappointment. All that effort for what? He's even more short-sighted than I could have guessed. Went to the bottom. Nice view. It's been mostly cleaned out, but I have what I need. She got in. She was careful. Nothing was moved. But I know. It's time. So ominous!
An axe and some kind of hunting rifle mounted on the wall.
Honestly, doesn't look like they've been moved in a few years.
But something else was there.
The third one?
The one that isn't there.
That's what we found over here.
An incinerator built into the wall. It's still pretty hot.
Is there anything left inside?
It's mostly ashes. But yeah, there's something.
Oh! Oh! The feather! Buttons? Fabric? Not much more than a pile of dust and ash. Among the ashes were several black buttons. Red-colored scraps of fabric were still visible.
Someone's been using this room.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's a bookcase.
What a surprise.
Yeah, okay. I think that's everything. Okay. Oh god, so many things.
This room is in the original building plans for the mansion.
Yes.
But nowadays, it's some big secret?
It's not a secret to everybody.
Obviously.
At least one other person still knows about this room.
Yeah.
The way the notebook was left out on the table
Mm-hmm.
makes me think it's someone who has the room all to themselves.
Yep.
Whoever it was, they left more than just the notebook. There's a whole design project on this pinboard. Feels like someone put quite a bit of effort
Aksha.
into it.
Aksha!
There are things missing from it. I'm betting it'd make more sense if we could see it all together.
I know what goes in there.
That
Let
might
me
be
put it.
impossible, you know.
Let me put it in there. Yes, okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so this is from this. Yeah. Yeah. This one, though, I'm less sure about. This, maybe?
That doesn't
We
seem right.
need
No.
something that could attach to the...
This! The painting! Oh!
The painting from Freya's room and those sketches. Did
Yep.
Freya design Detective Hawkshaw's clothes? What
What?
kind of sense does that make?
I don't think that's why Freya made that painting, but it may have been why somebody took a photo of it to use as reference. And as for those sketches of Hawkshaw, I don't think Freya actually drew them. It was somebody else.
Yeah.
Someone with less of a talent for art.
Doesn't exactly narrow it down. Should we go ask Detective Hawkshaw about all this?
I don't
I'm not
know.
I still don't know what's really going on.
Yeah.
Another photograph.
Their faces are all crossed out with some kind of black ink.
That's weird.
Oh, you think so?
No, I mean, something I just realized. Sally, did we meet any of these people here at Tango Tower?
Yes.
Well, the woman on the left looks a little like Poppy, but her style is way different. And at first I thought the guy on the top right was Felix.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I look at it, I don't think it is him.
Their ancestors, maybe?
Was someone trying to hide it?
Let me put the pieces together.
I don't know.
Pieces
But it
together.
looks incomplete to me. I want to know what happened to the rest of it.
We have
Bigger
it.
parts.
We have them. We found them
We
already.
found them already.
Okay, this is for the metal rod. This is the little reel thingy. And this is the small lens.
What do you make of it?
Not sure. Let's keep an open mind.
You don't think the crossbow is the murder weapon?
Oh no, the crossbow is definitely the murder weapon. But that doesn't mean we've solved the mystery.
Yeah. Still very confusing. The murder. The murder. Okay. I do need to take a pause. I'm gonna take a quick pause because I do have to go to the bathroom real bad. So I'm gonna put some words up. We can play some words on stream. If anybody else needs to run to the bathroom, grab some water. Oh my goodness. Or grab a snack or take your meds. If you got meds and you haven't taken them yet today, this is your time to take them, even if they're just vitamins, because they're important for your body and your well-being, okay? So we will be back momentarily. Don't go anywhere. I'm so sorry, I'm sorry. It's not how you spell lurk. That it is not. I'm gonna just turn off autopilot, and I'm just gonna turn all of this off, and then I can leave it open, and then we can continue when we do the next break. Okay. Here we are.
Time to solve this.
Yes, let's solve it. Let's do it. Machinations of murder.
All right, break out the notebook. Time to put it all together.
Let's start with this. It's an arrow for the crossbow, and it matches Freya's wound. It's the murder weapon. I'm sure of it.
Despite the fact it doesn't have any blood on it.
Yeah,
and
that is a bit odd.
Anywhere near the crime scene.
It was cleaned, then it was hidden. I don't think anybody expected us to get down to that room at the bottom of the lake.
Okay, so Freya was shot by a crossbow. Where was it fired from?
In front. In front of
It was
Freya.
fired from in front of Freya.
Obviously.
Wait, I'm confused.
Me too.
Okay, so Freya was shot by a crossbow. Where was it fired from?
Not from. Oh, maybe from behind?
It was fired from above.
No, I meant behind.
Yeah, our diagram doesn't show everything. Let's add in the rest of the crime scene.
The attic.
Oh!
Great hiding place. We even found a part of
Did
the
that one by
murder
accident.
building.
Thank you for the lurk, Trev. I appreciate
Pull
it.
the arrow back up through the crack in the floorboards.
Explains why we never found a weapon at the crime scene, I guess.
The murderer must have dropped the reel in the attic. I'm guessing they were in a hurry to escape.
Wait, the arrow was fired through the crack in the floorboards?
Yeah, it's directly above where Freya was found lying on her back.
Nope, doesn't add up. It would have missed her if she was still standing up by the painting.
Ah, right.
Unless...
Freya was already lying on
Freya
her
was
back.
already lying on her back.
Might have been.
Before the arrow was fired.
I think so too.
She'd already been killed? She was relaxing, she'd fallen unconscious.
She'd
Maybe?
fallen unconscious.
I don't know.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
The gramophone, maybe?
The gramophone.
Right.
But the gramophone by itself can't do that.
There was something
There
in
was
the
something
gramophone.
in the gramophone.
Something small.
What? Huh? I don't know. What would have fit in the gramophone? The egg thingy?
That's not it.
That's what I thought. Okay.
That's not it.
No.
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
Okay, we're playing this game again. The paints because they're
That's not
cracked? No, okay. I don't know.
That's not
I already
it.
clicked that. Oh no. Okay, we're just gonna do each thing.
That's not it.
Yep, I know.
That's not it.
I know.
That's not it.
Nope. Oh, we already did
That's
that
not
one.
it.
It's fine.
That's not it. That's not it.
Mm-hmm. No, we already did that one.
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
I genuinely don't know what it
That's not
is,
it.
so I gotta
That's not it.
do every single thing.
That's not
The
it.
gramophone can't be in the gramophone.
That's not it.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's not it.
I don't.
That's not it.
I already did that one. I did that one
That's not
3 times now.
That's not it. 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 That's not it.
Okay.
That's not it. That's not it.
Literally, do I even have
That's
what it
not it.
is?
That's not it.
The golden beetle?
Says it can emit an incredibly loud hiss when it
Oh my
feels something.
god!
Poppy and Fitz both
I
said
had no
it
idea.
made a loud noise around the time of the murder. Neither of them had any idea what it was.
I didn't
This
realize
seems a
that
little
was on the
far-fetched.
thing.
Is it really loud enough to knock someone out?
No, I don't think so, not by itself. But don't forget, it was being amplified by the shape of the gramophone.
Yeah, that's why everything
It's not really
cracked.
talking about volume either. It might just be a particular type of frequency.
This is getting kinda scientific. Since when do you know anything about the effects of weaponized audio frequency?
I don't, but I think someone else does. Do you remember that statue we found in the music room? The horn it's playing. It's a pretty similar shape to the one on the gramophone.
A little
That
broken.
glass isn't there on accident. This is someone's science experiment.
Thinking about it, Pointer said he saw Flora was knocked out too. I guess they were both in range of the noise, although Pointer might have been lying.
Personally, I think he was telling the truth about that. It's pretty clear a powerful frequency did pass through Flora's tower.
Yeah.
Caused quite a bit of damage too.
Yeah. Yeah, because everything was broken.
Those cracks didn't appear out of nowhere. Freya's paints, the pink cassette tape, and the gramophone itself, they all sustained similar damage while they were in that room.
That's some seriously powerful vibration.
And that's why Flora
Enough
was
to
on the
crack
ground
metal.
too.
Enough to knock someone out all the way across a room.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't get. If the frequency was so powerful and had such a big range, how did the murderer pull it off? Wouldn't they have been in range too? Think about it. They can't have been much further away from the gramophone than Flora was.
They protected themselves?
They protected themselves.
How?
The headphones?
These are some pretty heavy-duty earmuffs.
Yeah.
I think they'd be enough to block out the sound.
Right. Let's go over everything from the start. 1. Freya is painting Flora's portrait. They're listening to music on the gramophone.
2. The murderer is hiding in the attic, wearing earmuffs.
3. The golden beetle starts to emit its hissing noise.
Hold on. How did it know?
The beetle?
Yeah, what triggered it at that particular moment? Pointer's research said it makes the noise when it feels threatened.
I'm not sure.
Hmm.
Maybe something in the music?
Maybe.
4. Freya and Flora are both knocked unconscious by the vibrations. Freya lands on her back. She drops the brush and palette by her side.
5. The murderer fires the crossbow directly downwards.
6. The arrow is pulled back up on the reel.
7. The murderer leaves the attic, presumably.
8. The door is kicked down. Fitz and Poppy enter the room.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's something bothering me.
What?
Yeah.
I just want to check something. Let's go back to the crime scene.
Okay. Let's go. What? Oh. What's bothering you, though?
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
Because this wasn't finished. What am I supposed to do here? Yeah, but what?
I can see the stars. I can see the stars.
Okay, that's not helpful.
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
Okay, yes, I get that, but how am I supposed to interact with it? What am I supposed to do here? This? Because this plant isn't there. And the feather is gone, except for we found it in the furnace. But, like, it doesn't let me interact with anything. So I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. I'm confused. Okay. It's just having me look at all of the stuff I've already looked at.
It's dark.
Yeah, no, really. What am I supposed to be doing? Ah. What am I? Take a second look at the clues in Flora's tower. What do you mean? What do you mean? Take a second look at the clues.
Freya, did you leave us a clue?
Yeah, the yellow is untouched. Why is the yellow there? I'm seeing things, but it doesn't let me do anything with the things. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Okay. I had to look at that again, I guess. Oh my goodness.
So what's bothering you?
Something that's not here. We know she was holding it during the painting.
Flora's ink dip feather?
It was here,
Mhm.
in this room.
Mhm.
Where'd it go?
We found it somewhere else.
Found it somewhere else.
We found it over here.
We were a little too late to save it.
So it was stolen from the crime scene.
Mm-hmm,
And ended up in an incinerator down in the study.
Yep.
Someone wanted to destroy it, I guess.
But how? How was it stolen from up here in Flora's tower?
Presumably, Flora dropped it when she fell unconscious.
Yeah, and then what? The murderer couldn't have stolen it if they were up in the attic.
So the question is, how could they steal something from a room they weren't able to access?
The birds. The birds.
Final clue about the crime scene. Freya left it for us right here.
The yellow bird.
It's in the unfinished painting. It's not quite a photo, but still, it's an image of the crime scene recorded just before the murder. If only she'd finished it, and then I could be totally sure.
It's true she never finished it, but she did intend to finish it.
Meaning?
We know more about the painting than what Freya actually got down on the canvas. Freya prepared all the colors she was going to need
The
before
yellow.
she started painting.
The yellow. Was going to be used to paint the sketch. Something sitting in the window.
Paint was going to be used to paint the sketch of something sitting in the window.
It's the yellow bird.
Something in the window.
It's the yellow bird. I've been saying this for so long. There it is.
There she is, our little thief.
How long has it been there? Did it hear the whole conversation?
She
It
did,
literally just got there.
but she's a very good listener.
Hi.
Well now, I think this has quite served its purpose, don't you?
Oh.
Penny.
Penelope?
Why did you...
It's Penelope, if you don't mind. But before we begin, isn't there a certain formality demanding our attention?
Tie her hands? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you want me? What am I doing here? What do you... The real thingy?
Lovely. Now, tell me, what was it that drove you this far? I'm ever so curious.
Just need to know the truth. Yeah.
I just need to know the truth.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Why did you do it, Penny? What did Freya do to you?
Absolutely nothing.
So, what? You just hated her indiscriminately?
Freya Fellow was an inspiration to us all. She was possessed of a great energy. The volition
What?
to create something from nothing. The willpower to walk beyond her boundaries. She was truly free. Everything I couldn't be.
You know what? I just realized I actually have no idea who Penelope Pointer really is.
Mm-hmm.
Weird, isn't it? Considering
Yep.
we've met her, what is it, 3 times now?
Exactly. How do we know this one isn't a disguise too?
You think you've already hollowed us out, don't you?
Us?
Only a few short hours at Tangle Tower, and you feel like you've got everyone sussed. Unearthed every single one of our secrets. Nothing but bullet points for your notebook.
I mean, I didn't say that,
Go
but
on,
like,
indulge me.
Uh,
What does it say in your notes about Penelope Pointer?
yeah, she's lonely as fuck.
I suppose I can't argue with that, can I?
Penny, we only know what you choose to tell us, so why not help us out?
Very well. Penelope Pointer is actually not very important at all. She pales in comparison to those who came before her and to those that came after. Living at Tangle Tower, it is very difficult to attain the levels of self-realization you probably take for granted.
You sure this is a Tangle Tower thing and not a you thing?
Perhaps you didn't notice. Not one of them is happy, not one.
So why stay? Why not just leave?
Yeah.
I thought she did leave. Penny, you said you traveled, didn't you?
I did. Many times I've walked away. It did not help me. You saw the family tree hanging in the grand hall, did you not?
Yeah, it lists a bunch of people who don't live here anymore.
A bunch of people who don't live here anymore. I couldn't have put it better myself. My mother, for one. My father, too. The other two Remingtons. Poppy's mother, Primrose. And her brother, Richard.
And Fitz's father.
That's 5. 5 people that might have lived here, but don't.
And that was the first question I wanted answered.
You wanted to know where they'd all gone?
More than that, I wanted to know if I belonged with them.
Hmm.
I have no place here. Not among the Fellows, the Remingtons, or the Pointers. But I felt there must be a reason why everyone else left.
Hmm.
Some common purpose they all shared. Perhaps it could be my purpose too.
So, what did you actually do about it?
Nothing I could do, at first. Nobody would tell me anything. The more questions I asked, the fewer answers I got. Then, I found it. I was 19. Same age Freya is now.
Found what?
Is. She said is. That she is, so she's not dead. She is alive. The study.
Study. The one hidden in the middle of the house. It's right next to a bedroom.
I'd hear voices at night. Deep ones. And the strangest thing, the wall behind my bed would get incredibly hot. For hours on end, the paint would peel, wallpaper wouldn't stay up. I thought I was cursed. I thought it was something trying to break through. Eventually, I couldn't take it anymore. I found my way in the same way you did. Once you know it's there, it's simple.
So, you got into the study and found the incinerator. That must have been a relief, right?
It was still warm when I found it. Then, I looked inside.
What was inside? What was inside?
Let's see how thorough you've been. Tell me, do you know what a misted is?
Yes,
Misted.
I do know at this point. Yes.
Mistids? Sure, yeah.
You're more observant than I thought.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
It's a collective term from before my time. Birds, insects, amphibians, anything living off the lake water. The mutation can take several generations, or it can happen overnight.
Wait, mistids, like cryptids, like Bigfoot or whatever.
Oh,
A little egregious, isn't it?
egregious.
Suspect that was an intentional parallel. The main difference being mistids are perfectly real. They're just kept secret. Or at least, that was the original plan. As it happened, some got out. Quite a few got out.
How
Oh,
do you know all this?
oh.
When I
Where did
entered
they
the
go?
study at 19,
Where did they
found
go?
a single object that rather changed my life. Something which answered my questions while at once creating all new ones.
This?
That's not it.
Okay. This.
That's not right.
What'd she find? Found something that changed things.
That's not right. That's not right. That's not right.
Okay, great.
The 5 missing
There we
family
go.
members standing together as a single unit, calling themselves the ambassadors of Misted Mansion.
So, the house was renamed from Misted Mansion to Tango Tower?
And rightly so.
Mm-hmm,
The age of Misted Mansion is long past. When I looked inside the incinerator on my first visit to the study, I found nothing but ash. The afterimage of a bygone era, denied to me in its entirety. The study, the room at the bottom of the lake itself, all empty shells. I felt my only hope lay with the ambassadors. If I could find them, maybe they'd share the family history that Flora and the others were trying so hard to forget.
How did you track them down?
It was tough. They'd taken almost everything. Books, maps, charts. The creatures themselves, all lost. Taken away or destroyed.
Okay, but why?
Got a
But
lead.
why?
I found one, and he led me to the rest.
He?
What happened?
Who's
Why'd you
he?
point out all their faces?
They didn't help you either, did they?
19-year-old me had imagined they'd all left with a mission, a unified purpose, but they hadn't. They were, in fact, every bit as fractured as the people that still live here. Most of them had left tracking escaped mystics. Some claimed to be researchers, others little more than hunters. All 5 completely useless to me.
Oh. Oh,
Even your
damn.
own parents?
Eventually, I returned to Tangle Tower. I had nowhere else to go. I considered giving up. But instead, I made a decision.
Hello, Lillian.
There was only one person at Tangle Tower still of interest to me. My dear Uncle Pointer had suddenly made a show of taking up astronomy. A fairly superficial charade. I don't think many people were fooled by it. But I knew it wasn't just a falsehood. It was a mask. Pointer had found something from the era of Misted Mansion.
The beetle.
So where did he get the beetle?
I cannot be sure. But I theorize that he received it in the post.
Received it?
From who?
Casual?
Someone outside Tangle Tower. But the thought that he would be in contact with such a person, all that time, I decided to take what was owed to me.
So you stole it.
Stealing the beetle turned out to be only the first step. Upon realizing it was gone, Pointer made little effort to disguise his frustration. I asked what was bothering him. He foresaw no risk in sharing a little of the truth with his niece. He told me he'd lost a rare treasure, something he'd been keeping safe. I suggested, innocently, that perhaps it was not lost. Perhaps it had been stolen. He was very ready to believe he'd been the victim of theft. When I offered to call in a private detective, he jumped on the idea. She arrived the next day. Hawkshaw prides herself on her punctuality, as you know.
Why, though? Why go through all that? The name, the costume, and everything?
It's somewhat sad to admit, but I had little use left for Penny Pointer as she was. Hawkshaw afforded me new advantages, opportunities.
But didn't you have to pretend to be working for Professor Pointer?
Well, that was one of the advantages. Pointer was in such a desperate state, he was finally willing to share some of his secrets. On the second day, Hawkshaw explained she needed to be able to search the secret laboratory. Pointer gave in and gave me the code for the harp statue. Reluctantly, but still.
So, you stole
That's what the
Pointer's
letter was.
research?
I would have done, if I'd found anything worth stealing. But he had made remarkably little progress, barely scratching the surface of the beetle's true mystery.
Which is?
She carries an exoskeleton approximately 90% identical to gold. But it's not the 90% I'm interested in. Did you ever question what exactly makes the water here so unique? Before Misted Mansion was built,
I mean, I
over
was
the lake,
wondering, but like...
before the lake was even a lake, Lord Remington and his wife built a small structure here, a research station, supposedly. Fast forward 2 or 3 generations, and as you saw for yourself, it's been mostly cleared out.
Mm-hmm.
The ambassadors took everything when they left.
And everything they didn't take was burned in the incinerator. However, possessing additional insight, I found something the others had missed. It's not
What?
much, but I have what I need.
What?
So, why isn't this the end of the story?
What? Tell me what it is!
Why did you stay? Why did you kill Freya?
Still have so many questions. I still have so many fucking questions.
Simply put, Freya was too good for me. It's my fault. I pushed her over the edge, unknowingly, but still, I take the blame.
What are you talking about?
Did you know I based the design for Hawkshaw on something Freya painted?
We do know that. We do know that.
That's right. I had assumed it was purely abstract. I just thought it had a good energy. I later discovered it was a figure of some kind, something from Freya's recurring nightmare. For all her vitality. I think Freya was probably the most troubled of all of us. She was desperate to leave Tangle Tower. But she couldn't just walk away. For quite some time, she'd been trying to break into Pointer's laboratory. Freya and her friends were halfway through deciphering those symbols on the harp statue, I believe.
Why did she care about getting into Pointer's lab?
That's exactly what I wondered. At first, I thought perhaps she just wanted to free the beetles. She has no fondness for them. What Pointer was doing upset her significantly. But in fact, I think it was something else. I think she wanted to free Fiona.
Fiona?
The real reason Freya was unable to leave Tangle Tower is that she could not get Fiona to agree to come with her.
Huh.
We're now firmly in the realm of speculation, but I think Freya felt that exposing the darker secrets of Tangle Tower, not just to the rest of the family, but to the world, would compromise all 3 families, and perhaps, somehow, free Fiona from the shackles of her inheritance. That was her plan anyway, but something happened. Before Freya could find her way into Pointer's laboratory.
She found her way into your study, found your notes, found that photograph. I'm willing to bet she put it all together quicker than we did.
Probably.
So she worked out what had happened to the 5 ambassadors. Specifically, what you'd done to them when they refused to help you.
Freya had made a promise to paint Flora as a birthday gift, a parting gift no less. She'd be in a locked room, several hours away from her friends. It was my best chance.
But why hide in the attic? And why bother with the beetle at all?
The beetle in the gramophone wasn't for Freya. It was for Flora. She didn't deserve to be involved. She suffered enough. I couldn't get Flora out of her room, but if she could be unconscious, then she wouldn't have to witness anything.
Why the knife? The illusion of the painted knife with the blood.
That was for Fiona. And Poppy too, I suppose. Gave them something to focus on.
You mean it distracted them while you made your escape?
It helped them cope. The very idea of something abstract.
That's kind of
something
fucked.
Supernatural.
All of this is
Really
kind of
made
really
things
fucked.
really less painful for them initially. Worked on you too.
So why are you still here? Why not take your first chance and leave?
Well, I've been waiting for an opportunity to get my beetle back. I'd really
Yep.
rather not leave without
Where
it.
the fuck is the beetle? We
Wait,
haven't found it this
it's
entire
still
time.
It's still inside the gramophone.
Did we not look inside the fucking gramophone this entire time? The number of times we looked in at the gramophone, we didn't think to look inside it? The fuck? What is happening? Did she escape? What?
What's going on?
Poppy, they are both awake.
I can see.
You two all right?
My head hurts. What happened to us?
You were both unconscious. 14 minutes by my count.
Really?
You're both fine. No injuries.
Was it the beetle? In the gramophone? I heard it through the ceiling in my room.
The exact same sound we heard before the murder.
I guess it must have been.
So how did we get down here? What happened to Penny?
Fit saved both of you, obviously.
Obviously.
When I reached Flora's tower, you were both unconscious, and Penny was crouched down beside you. She had her crossbow on her, but who knows? She may have just been checking you were both asleep.
Did you know that she was the murderer?
Poppy and Fifi suspected her. Apparently, they were pretty close to solving it themselves.
And just decided not to tell us?
Because he liked Penny. A lot.
And just didn't want to tell us about it? What the fuck?
What happened? Fitz, what did she do when she saw you?
She jumped out the window.
What? Did she survive?
She did.
I heard something land in the garden outside my room, but by the time I got out there to check, she was already gone.
How did she not
Penny.
pass out?
Poppy, why do you have Penny's hat bird?
She left him behind. I found him sitting on the floor in the aviary, all by himself. Poor little thing. The mean lady didn't care about you at all, did she? No, she didn't.
I apologize. Poppy seems to be under the illusion that the bird can understand human language.
So, Penny got away.
How did Penny not
afraid
pass
she did.
out?
We had suspected she might try to escape.
She didn't have the
I was
earmuffs
stationed
that
here on
time.
Lake's Edge. I proved to be an
Also, same with the bird.
guard. She took the boat.
Did she take the beetle with her?
Nope,
How do you know?
because it's right here.
It was still in the gramophone. I guess I scared her off before she had a chance to take it.
Poppy,
How did she not pass
what are you
out?
going to do with it? Are you going to give it back to your father?
I'm so confused.
No, I'm not. It doesn't belong to anyone. So, I'm going to put it on the ground and never bother it again. I think that's what she would have wanted.
Hmm. Oh, that's the end? Oh, what? How did she not pass out, though? I still have questions. I still have questions. How did Penny not pass out? She didn't have the earmuffs. I'm so confused. I don't... They better give me more answers. I really hope we get more answers because I still have questions. How the fuck did she get away? How did she not pass out? What happened to the bird? The bird would have probably died from that because it was right there next to it. Like, this makes no sense. Don't tell me it just ends there. Hello? What? That's it? How the fuck did she I don't... Something's wrong with that. Something's wrong with that. Oh, cute. They have, like... concept art and shit. Okay, but like... Because there was a whole thing. She had to have the earmuffs in order to not get knocked out when she was in the attic. So then how the fuck did she not get knocked out when she was right next to it? That makes no sense. And I don't get an answer. Or what happened with the bird. Or anything else. And I'm frustrated. This was not a satisfying ending. This is not a satisfying ending! Oh my god! The game is phenomenal, but that ending doesn't make sense to me, and it's bothering me now. And I need to Google. I need to Google. How did Penny not get knocked out by the beetle in Tangle Tower? Yeah, some plot holes. And she wasn't protected. Yeah. There's a whole thread on Steam about it. Yeah, and then how quickly she was able to switch between Hawkshaw and herself. That's also weird. Yeah, how was she able to escape with her hands tied also? Her hands were tied. How did she escape? I tied her hands. Yeah, and we had the crossbow. How did she have the crossbow? Incinerator, we see remains of what looks like Hawkshaw's cloak. Yeah, that's the other thing too. There were those remnants, the other remnants in the freaking incinerator. That doesn't, like, overall, the game was great. The game was great. But this ending is a little bothersome to me. It's a little bothersome. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, and how the fuck did the blood get into the... How did the blood get into the jar? That was never answered either. And did Freya know she was painting with blood? Or was that done after the fact? Ah! There's so many plot holes! That's not a very satisfying ending. Irk! Erg! That irks me. That irks me. It's a beautiful game, but it did not end nicely. It's a little frustrating.